What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Today I'm playing at, I did a remote duel locals, and basically, I'm playing Drytrons. Now, I'm still working on this build. This build is not done or perfect by any measure, but we did go X1 today, and I think the reason why is because the deck is so good. I have a history of playing Drytrons in the past, and listen, I think the deck can do a lot for anybody out there that doesn't want to really play any of the heavy meta stuff, but still wants to win. This is your deck. Now, what I'm going to do, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button, comment down below. I'm going to show you guys my main deck side, all that stuff. 41 card main, by the way. And we're going to go with some card choices, some changes. Maybe you don't have cards, we'll go with some other cards that you might not have, and what can you substitute for. So stay tuned to after I show the deck in order to do that. So out the gate, we're going to have 3 Alpha, we're going to have 3 Zeta, we're going to have 2 Gamma, and we're going to have 2 Delta, or your Drytrons. One of Monsters Advantage Ruler, Divine Herald, Herald Orange Light, Artifact Lancia. For our rituals, we're going 3 Cyber Angel Ben 10, 1 Natasha, 1 Idatin, 1 Draconids, and 1 Black Chaos Max. So that's basically the monster lineup of Drytrons. Once again, stay tuned after I show this, and I'll show you guys why and what I'll change and stuff like that. Okay. Then we have 3, for spells, 3 Cyber Emergency, 3 Proportional Rights, 3 Book of Eclipse, 2 Drytron Nova, 2 Minianis Drytron, and 2 Drytron Fafnir. You also have 2 Triple Tactics Thrust, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Call by the Grave, and 1 Triple Tactics Talents. Okay, once again, like I said, it's a 41 card deck. For our extra deck, it's a lot of stuff over here, so we're going to go from this way. Ivy Masquerena, Appaloosa, Borsal Dragon, Link Karibo, Nightmare Phoenix, Dynamundo, Double Fafnir, 1 Beatrice, I'm not done with the links, boom. 1 Herald of Mirage Light, 1 Fuko, 1 Downard, 1 Zeus, 1 Herald of Arclight, and 1 Black Rush Dragon. Once again, that's your extra deck. And then for the side deck, 3 Lava Golem, Double Artifact Lancia, 3 Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, 1 D-Barrier, 3 Lightning Storms, 1 Cyclone, 1 Ali's Gravity Dragon, and 1 Evenly Match. Should be right here, actually. All right, so we'll start off with the let's start off with the main deck, because I think the main deck's more important to talk about, so it like flows into the side deck. Right at the gate, I think 1 Talents is more than enough. I mean, we're running Thrust, so I think Talents is more than enough whatsoever. The 1-ofs I think are pretty much okay. Foolish Burial, a lot of Drytron players like don't like the card, but if you open it game 1 with like another Drytron name, it's a great card actually. So I think that Foolish Burial is a phenomenal card. I think that like if you have like Zeta in hand and you have Foolish, you're going in. So I think Foolish Burial is needed, even though I don't like it past turn 1. I understand why every Drytron player hates it. 2 Thrust. Now listen. Some people are siding this card. I think it's good to make this in Drytrons. Obviously, there's other cards. People, will go, wait a minute. What if you activate Thrust, you have to set a card turn 1. You're right, but the thing is, like, it's always about follow-up with Drytrons. It's always about having a ritual. It's always about setting up. I also feel like Thrust, if I go second, is actually infinitely better. Because if I have Thrust, no matter what they do, my Thrust opens up a lot of shit. I mean, we're talking like Nova. We're talking Preparation of Rights, Cyber Emergency. Like, Thrust is opening doors for you. So that's why I decided to go with 2 Thrust. Had I had some more going second-ish cards, I might consider 3 Thrust, but not really. Now, if you don't have money for Thrust, because Zeta's like $70-something, $80, I would highly recommend playing Talents. This card's insane. This card by itself, like, you could just go 3 Talents, and you'll be Gucci. Like you might not even notice the 3rd Thrust. Hell, I might even go 3 Talents, because 1, I own Starlights, but 2, more importantly, the card's insane. The best way to stop us is to ash us, and Talents just punishes your opponent for playing correctly. I think that's like the way you got to do it. You always want to punish your opponent playing correctly. Oh, you did a good job. That did stop the card it should have stopped. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 cards. Or if you saw the rest of your combo, you know you do, just take a card out their hand. Hey, get rid of that in the Nibiru. They don't need it. Not anymore. One thing I found really interesting is every Drytron video explains it improperly. You match your Fafnirs to your Minianis. It's that simple. Like, every Drytron video I see, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna play now a second Minianis. Yeah, you match these like easily. The only time that matching these didn't make no sense is when you played 3 Fafnirs because you couldn't afford the Novas. But in this situation, I just go 2, 2, and 2. Because this card is basically a 3rd copy of any one of these cards. So, once again, really easy stuff. Easy mathematics. Have someone run the numbers, but it it pans out. All right. Then we're gonna go with 3 Book of Eclipse. This card is just really, really good. You know, I'm okay with doing my opponent's back row, and we'll have extra side, card and extra side deck to do with your opponent's back row. And I think Book of Eclipse itself is still a phenomenal card. You really do need it. It does help you out in a lot of games. It survives you that, you know, let's say turn 1, your opponent just locks you out the game somehow. Whether it's like Game of Pumpkin Nightmare or you're playing the Mirror. This card will buy you another turn. Like, that's what this card's going to do. And if I could buy another turn, that means my opponent is screwed because I'm going to pop off the following turn. One card can do that, so why not side it? Like, why not main it? Some people do side it. 3-bet version of Rights. Every video I've seen, they're not running this card, or they're running like 1. Listen, this card's insane. I want to ritual summon as much as possible. This card is just value city. The minute you go Minianis and you activate this card afterwards, this card's a +1, but not only is it a +1, it's going to get you a Benten, which is going to be another plus. Minianis, so even though it recurs back, this card gets it again, so it's another plus. Like, this is just consistency, this is value. This plus a Drytron is just, I mean, it's just insane. 3-7 Emergency, I don't think nobody's playing us in that. You play 1-ofs, these are all 1-ofs. Don't play multiple Diviners, because the minute you open 2, you're going to realize why you shouldn't play multiple Diviners. Diviners is not bad, but the follow-up isn't as good. I'm also going to leave it here and explain the reason why my extract is a little bit different. And we're also maining Vanity's Ruler. So I was debating on siding Vanity's Ruler. The reason why I decided to main Vanity's Ruler, to be honest with you, is because if we go first and Vanity's Ruler, and we go Mirage Light, we basically lock our opponent out the game. They're gonna need a lot to stop us, and they can. But if you go Linkuriboh, Mirage Light, and Vanity's Ruler, which is really easy to do, actually, it's really hard for your opponent to out that. Have you right now, if you're not playing Drytron, draw 5 cards. Can you out this? Like, seriously, and can you do it consistently? If you're playing Thunder, ignore everything I just said. All right. Then we have, so, I mean, once again, same ratios. Natasha's insane. Everyone knows that. Dragonite is insane. That's for combo. People are trying to do the turn skip. I think the turn skip is not bad, but it's hella inconsistent. If you do the turn skip, you definitely need thrust because you want your opponent to do something, basically challenging your opponent to do something, and then you're just gonna skip their turn and kill them the next turn, which isn't bad, but isn't consistent. I feel like this is infinitely more consistent, and this isn't even like what you need all the time. Like, you can do both of these in the same turn, but do you need to? Not really. So it gives you more options, is what I'm trying to say. I also run Idaten. She is 41. I like Idaten a lot. I'm an old school Drytron player when it first came out. It's been, you know, since its debut, I've been playing Idaten. I like the new Idaten because she has, you know, her tits are hanging out. That's pretty cool. And I like the card. It's a good card. It has good effects, I think. All right, we're going to go into links. Mirage Light, 1 Dynamando. So I was watching a lot of videos. People were saying you should play 2 Dynamando. If you need a second Dynamando, you're playing the most scuffed game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In my life. And that's not an insult. That's the thing about it. Because if you can't do full combo with Dynamando, and then you do whole Dynamando effect and everything like that, and you skip their turn, if you can't kill them on the follow-up, it's not a Dynamando problem. It's you trying to figure out how the hell did you mess that play up. Because the minute I Dynamando, you either, my opponent scoops, or he says some lies, and I'm just going to go and kill them next following turn. Phoenix is neat as well. Linkuriboh. I don't run the other Link one, Relinquished Anima. And the reason why, because 1, we just don't have any room. And 2, Linker was infinitely better. It just is a much better card. I'm running Borosword. I know people run Access Code. Access Code's not bad, but Borosword just ends the game. Like, Access Code's like, yeah, I'll just break the board, and then I'll attack them. Yeah, I'm just going to go into Borosword and just immediately end the game. So I'll stick with this card that does that effect. I do run IP Masquerade as part of a lot of other combos here. Obviously, it works really well with a lot of these decks. And I also decided to run Appaloosa. So the option was run IP and Nightmare Unicorn or run Appaloosa. Appaloosa doesn't always come up, but it's still a really good card. So I decided to go with Appaloosa instead. If I was gonna run a second Zeus, it would be 2 Zeus, probably like this, I guess. I was just testing Appaloosa out tonight. It was pretty good, to be honest with you. But if you want, you can play 2 Zeus. I'm only running 1 Zeus. I only have 1 Starlight. I think I have like an ultra rare, but fuck that. 1 Fuko, 1 Downard, and 1 Zeus. To be honest with you, I kind of want to take this out and go back to my other guy, the other bird. Futo's not bad. It's really good, and it will save you if you get shifted. It really will. It is great for that. But when you run the other bird, it just feels it's just a better card. Then again, it's all situational. There are certain game states where I think Fuko is better, and there are other game states where that other bird is better. I forgot the name of the Link 1 bird. I literally just swapped out before playing today. Whatever. 1 Beatrice and 2 Fafnir. Okay, here's where things are different. Since we run 1 Herald, you only run 1 Herald target. Imagine running 2 Herald targets, okay, for when you're one of Herald. Does that make any sense? You can't easily recur Herald. You really can't, Diviner. So since you can't recur Diviner all the time, you should only run 1 target. And I think that makes your extra deck, because this extra deck is already tight, I think that target should definitely be Arc Light, because Antis is situational where Arc Light isn't. So I decided to run this. Alternatively, Herald can also nuke the board with Black Rose Dragon. So why don't we just do that? Fuck it. So basically what our opponent's going to do is, like, we'll just go Herald with, like, a Drytron, and our opponent's going to sit there and they're like, oh, look at this guy. He's going to try to do that whole play where you be all adorable, and you activate Beatrice, and you do all that crap. And it's like, nah, dude, I'm just going to do this, and I'm just going to go Black Rose and nuke your board. And then I'm going to do the rest of my play. So I feel like this is really cool. It didn't work tonight, unfortunately, even though I'm praising this combo. But it is really cool, and I do like it, and I do want to keep testing this out and seeing how it is. Let's go to side deck, because side deck is a catastrophe, okay? Right off the gate, we are playing one Ade's Gravity Dragon. That's in case we can't play against any back row heavy decks. I'm not going to read what this card does, but if you want to look at the TCG player, this is what you need to beat back row heavy decks. You play this card, and you basically beat them. The Cosmic Cyclone was supposed to be a third thrust. I just forgot to put it in, but this should 100% should have been third thrust. 3 Lightning Storms. Now, some people are running Cosmic Cyclone because they want more fast interaction. And it's not... excuse me. It's not bad, but I feel like Lightning Storm clears one of 2 problems. That's basically all we care about. Like, we're not sitting here trying to, like, focus on like Twin Twisters and chaining. We're not playing back in Prankets meta. Yes, your opponent had, if your opponent has explosion, they get the proc, and this does nothing. But you take that risk when playing this card. You don't side deck this card for that kind of matchup. Another card I was thinking about siding against Branded, which I didn't play no Branded tonight, was Graven Stupid Ancient Organism. This card says level 6 or higher special monsters cannot attack or activate their effects. So I think this is a really good card against Branded. So if they do that whole combo, you just flip this and you basically beat them. Like, they become the buy. This one card wins that matchup easily. Unfortunately, you have to hard draw it, though. Lightning Storm is still really good against a lot of decks, including some back row decks. It is an option to put in with this card as well, so yeah. Then we run 1 Evenly, 1 D Barrier. Every time I run a deck with Thrust, I feel like 1 Evenly, 1 D Barrier is like a must-have card. Yeah, I think everyone kind of agrees with that. So we are citing 2 more Lancia, and that's because we want to play against Kashiras, ideally. Lancia's is a good card overall, though. I think a lot of players are starting to slowly wonder if you're playing Lancia or not. That fear is creeping up, and I think Lancia is really good for that. Should we really play 2 more? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't, but the minute I take this card out, or the minute I put this card to 1, I'm going to play against Kashiras and wish I had more Lancias. And then we have 3 Lava Golems. So I'm hit or miss with this card. There's times I like this card, sometimes I don't like this card. People are saying, like, Volcanic Queen's another option because, that's your version of a Kaiju. The thing is, though, like, I feel like this card is decent on its best day, but we have to lose so many other great cards. And we go, instead of playing this card, you can play a card like Drone Lockbird, which I think is just a better card. I think Drone Lockbird stops a lot of decks right now, and I might consider taking this out for Drone Lockbird, making this a thrust, so we have better interactions against more rogue matchups, as well as current meta decks. Think about it, a lot of meta decks still require drawing, and if you draw Lockbird, a meta player, it's gonna hurt. Branded Despia runs Allure in Darkness, and if you go Drone Lockbird after Allure in Darkness, and they don't have the Branded Fusion, it's a wrap. I kind of like that. I kind of like a way to stop my opponent's turn. This doesn't stop their turn. It kind of just clears their board, but not fully. You can't summon still. I don't hate this card. I like this card a lot, but I feel like Drone Lockbird's better, so I think that's what I'm going to be siding in. Once again, comment down below. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know the reasons for all my cards. Also, go to my website, YGOPaisano.com. I have gorgeous, these are CR quality field centers. Let me just pop it out the sleeve. I don't know if I have this on my website anymore, actually. I might not. These are CR. They're really, they feel like a CR. They're really nice. The back is smooth plastic, and actually I have a sticker for NFC. Actually I'm recording my phone, but you have NFC. It might not pop up because I don't think I have it programmed. Probably not on this phone. I think it's on my other phone. I have this pop up. Why is that showing Instagram? Oh, there it is. So yeah, it has an NFC sticker. Once again, NFCs are add-on, but yeah, so you can do that. Pretty cool. Yay. Listen. I think Drytrons are a great deck, and I enjoy playing them a lot. And I think Branded Despius is still the best deck in the meta, no matter what. It's my favorite deck in the game. But I've been winning a lot with Branded Despius, and I wanted to try something different today, and I decided to go ahead and try Drytrons. I might try it the next day or two. Like I said, I like this deck a lot. I think it's a really fun deck. If you guys want to see me stream, go to click on the links down below. I'm currently streaming right now today on Twitch TV, YGOPaisano. But I also have a link down below also for Kick. Kick.com/YGOPaisano. I might start streaming on Kick as well, because we can say more things that we can't say here on YouTube or Twitch without getting banned. Listen, I really appreciate you watching my videos. If you want to see Drytrons being played, as well as Branded Despius, make sure to follow me on my socials. Once again, Twitch TV, as well as Kick.com. Check me out there. Links will be down below. It's your boy V, and you guys have a great day.